Okay, what is your name?
My name is Kenneth Kadatswan.
Your age?
My age, I am 24 years old.
Okay, um, so when did you start dance?
I started dancing at the age of 10. The way I started is just going through YouTube's like the way things were back when like YouTube was like super famous, just beginning, and just looking at a couple of dance auditions and just really kind of like engaged with me, and that's how it started.
Why do you dance?
Why do I dance? It's just it's just a way of like expressing my own feel of what the music is, and it's like an escape for me. I wouldn't expect to be doing dance back then, but the way I listen to music nowadays just feels better now. Yeah.
Who are your mentors and why?
Uh, I don't have like specific mentors, but I do have like a lot. I kind of look up to like a lot of people throughout my time like dancing. So I don't really have like a specific mentor, because a lot of dancers they go through different areas in dance and like hence different teachers. So yeah, I kind of look up to just everyone.
Um, do you plan on dancing in the future?
Yeah, with my age, yeah, I'm still going for it. It's gonna keep going until it no longer bores me, which is at the end of my life.
Um, when did you start deciding to teach?
I decided it wasn't really planned, but it was just given to me in a way. It was an opportunity for me to like really challenge myself in terms of leadership. It was something I wouldn't expect, but I really just took up the challenge, and throughout the time, it was a tough road. Learning how to like teach a full class, how to engage with the students, and how to count and such. Um, but yeah, it was like an opportunity that I just took up as a challenge.
Why do you teach?
The reason why I teach is I just want to share my knowledge from what I learned from my mentors and kind of pass it on to the next generation. And it really gives me the opportunity to just see everyone else's creativity throughout the given time in class and really just share that connection between the teacher and the student.
Um, what were your best experiences while teaching?
Best experience, I would say like well my favorite things in class is just seeing how again everyone's different, like their individual movement, how they interpret my piece, in terms of how I teach it. For me as a teacher, I don't really go into the whole cleaning part of it. I like just to give them the skeletal structure and then kind of let them run through it, see how they feel, and just move in their own kind of way.
Do you plan on still teaching in the future?
Um, yeah, not as much because I just want to kind of step down a little more in the teaching aspect and just letting the new generation get the opportunity to teach and uh, really get into a zone where they feel is a huge challenge for them and a really good like platform for them to start with. So I'm always down to teach every now and then, and whenever I do have the chance, I will always invest really well in that certain piece, so that way it's not like a wasted class.
Okay. So what are your thoughts on the new generation of dancers?
They're growing really fast. I personally would say that there's so much for them to learn. Considering the fact it's like to me it's like the golden age of classes, teachers, workshops, media wise as well, and with all those in play, they have so much that they can really use to help them grow. And personally, like despite even though the fact they are growing pretty fast, um, it's always nice to kind of keep a certain pace and not delve into deep waters too soon, um, and really just learn their own platform, like build their own platform, slowly with the right people, um, and sooner or later, like once they get that going, they have a certain pace that they can keep going with, because everyone has a different way of learning, different way of growing. But with this new generation, there's so much that's given to them, and I think they should really take advantage of it in a timely manner.
Okay. So what would you like to see more of or less of?
I like to see more students, honestly, and less teachers, I would say, for the time being. Because I personally think it kind of goes back to the other question. A lot of the new generation teachers still have a lot to learn when it comes to teaching, because it is an art form that has been forgotten, personally, because again, a lot of them are taking it a little too fast, you know, and some can handle deep waters, but most of them are kind of just treading right now. And I would say just take it easy and learn from the right people, learn from the right teachers, so that way you have that proper mentality of knowing how to cater to the students.
Okay. So when did you decide to be a part of Eminate or Eminate? Let's just say Epiph for now, but you know.
Well, Emanate pretty much was branched off from Epiphany, so it's technically the same group of people, but it's just like a new name, new brand. I've been with this certain kind of group / name, I would say brand, for about 4 or 5 years now, and seeing it grow a lot really changes the pace of how really changes the pace of how teams go, and the advantages, disadvantages, wins or losses. But I could say like Emanate is a very strong training team, and I believe that they have a lot that they can do individually and as a group, and I'm happy to be with them.
How has Eminate impacted you personally?
Ooh, that was a good question. To me, Emanate, the way they impact me is it really gave me the chance to be a student again, learning from the new directors that are taking up more of the leadership role, and just learning from each of the students that we have, each of the members that we have, and kind of just seeing it from just like a student / member aspect rather than like a teacher or lead or director aspect kind of field. So I'm kind of switching back and forth, and every time we do like freestyle sessions or just even like class sessions, I like to see how they interpret their own feel and like to add it to my own kind of feel. And that's how movement and dance should be shared. A lot of people will see someone else dance and they want to try that certain dance, and it becomes a whole new thing.
How is it being a director of Eminate?
Being a director of Eminate, it's nice because I don't have too much on my shoulders. It is split down to 4 different directors, including myself. I lead more of just like the conditioning / foundations aspect, whereas before I did pretty much most of everything in terms of dance related, in terms of like blocking, competition prepping, showcase prepping, choreography, fundamentals, all that. But with the fact that I have the new generation of the directors, it really takes a huge weight off my shoulders, focusing on just like 2 things, while my other directors are focusing on the other ones, such as choreography, blocking, creativity, like videography, etc., etc.
Okay, so as a director, where do you see Eminate in the next couple of years?
Honestly, I don't see them in competitions. Honestly, I don't think it's a competitive group. But you never know. I can't really tell the future. But the way I kind of foresee it is just like still a training group / showcase group where people can come in, either come in and go and just learn something and take away a lot from them. Even if it's like for a month or 2. And hopefully I would see like the same core members, bringing in that more loyalty aspect to it and staying with the team for the next long run, basically.
What are some of the most memorable moments you had throughout your years of dancing?
That's a lot. The most memorable, there's a lot. Like I would say, like events would be the best things. Like workshops, traveling, meeting new people, learning from new people, and still sticking with the old as well. Um, I would say, if I were to like really nitpick it, um, traveling and learning in classes are like my favorite things to do. I had a lot of favorite memories there. Yeah.
What are some of the most difficult moments, and how did you overcome them?
Some of those difficult moments is back then, um, time management. As a dancer, you don't just have dance. Like obviously, you have the other personal life, such as like your work, relationship, family, and all that. And it is a common struggle for every dancer, despite how perfect they are or like how well balanced they are. There's always a struggle in terms of time management and finding things to like prioritize. I think that was like the biggest struggle for me, and still is sometimes. Like it's here and there, especially growing older and becoming more of an adult and looking after other priorities such as like finance and such. It's really hard to balance that with your passion. But once you're with the right people who support you and your own structure, like having your own strong mentality in terms of organizing and knowing what to prioritize first, you'll get there. But again, it is a struggle.
What are you the most proudest of? What are you the most proudest of?
Just being able to dance. Honestly, just I never thought I would be dancing ever. I thought it'd just be like a one-time thing, but the fact that it really impacted my life a lot, and that's something that I wouldn't expect, going from like just a random dancer freestyling in the bedroom watching YouTube videos to joining teams, taking classes, learning choreography, becoming a teacher, to a director, and all that, and teaching outside of the cities and stuff. I never expected to be like that, but I'm just glad. Looking back to it, I'm just glad that I did take the right path, and has kept me healthy too. Yeah.